Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you, I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. And I was just meditating on how easily Isaiah 4:1 can come to pass in the times that we're in, man. Especially the times that we're coming into, man. If we go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 1, and it reads, "In that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Right? To the times that we're coming into, like the scripture says in Daniel 12, a time like never before, a time like never witnessed by anybody or ever recorded in history, man. This is the times that we're coming into. And, and this time, everything's going to revert back to the natural order of the way things are. Because, according to the book of Psalms, all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Now we're seeing how, and the times that we're in, how the woman could pass the man. We live in a gynocentric society, a matriarchal society, where they elevate and everything is centered around the woman. But the times that we're coming into, women are going to realize that how much they need a man. Now, I was meditating on this because I was at my house, for the past 2 days. I'm not going to get into the full story, but for the past 2 days, police been coming to my house, and over some, I'm not going to say dumb shit. But the reason they come into the house is another reason. It has nothing to do with me, but it's another reason why you gotta fear and serve the Lord, man. All right. But the second time they came to the house, the second night, they came. Only one cop came. He came to the front door in an unmarked car, wearing like a black vest, and he was covering the Ring camera. Now everybody in the house was already paranoid because of what happened the night before. So now they're panicking because there's somebody at the front door, but they can't see who it is, and they're not really answering questions. So somebody comes to my room and gets me and says, "Yo, the police are at the door." So I go to the front door and I see my 2 cousins standing at the front door, one female, one male. The female is actually closer to the front door, which is wild because the front door is glass. The female goes to the front door, and I'm like, "Who's at the door?" And like, "Why y'all not opening it?" And they was like, "Oh, we don't know, yada yada yada." Because the cop was blocking the Ring camera, so they couldn't see. So I'm telling her to move away from the door so I can open the door and see it. Because then, like, while I'm there, I see the doorknob like jiggle, like somebody was trying to open it. But it turns out it wasn't the cop that was trying to open it. It was another cousin of mine trying to open the door. So now I'm offended because everybody's thinking that it's the cop or whoever's at the door is trying to open the door. So I'm telling her to move so I can open the front door. And everybody's screaming at me, "Oh, don't open the door, don't open the door." And I was like, "All right, whatever. I ain't going to open the door then." And then, but while they're saying that, I have 2 of my nieces not 2 of my nieces. I have one of my niece, and the next door neighbor has a jit about 8 years old that comes over, and she was there too, because they play together. So they both were there, and while they were both there, and they're witnessing all this ordeal go down, they come running to me saying, "Help, protect us." Because they're scared. We're scared. We don't know what to do. We don't know who's at the door. Now, at the time that this is going on, I realized like how the threat is. There's no longer a threat because everybody knows who's at the door now. They verified. They went through the window, looked through the window upstairs to see who was at the door. The cop was just in an unmarked car, and that's why they couldn't tell who it was. And my other cousin that tried to open the door before started talking to him outside. He went through the garage and went around him. But nonetheless, damn, I lost my train of thought. It's a lock here. But nonetheless, while this is going on, the 2 jits, the 2 little children, they're both like 8 years old. They're both girls, the 2 8-year-old girls. They're coming to me. One of them is crying. And since one of them sees the other one cry, she starts to cry like crocodile tears. Because that's how, humans work. Especially in a crowded environment, they try to, they don't know what's going on, so they're looking for help because everybody else is looking for help, so they're going to look for help too. And this is why Isaiah 4:1 is going to be so possible. Because you could be standing there, performing works, using spiritual powers, and people will see you, and the people will come to you for protection. And other people will see you not knowing who you are or not knowing what you just did. But since they see everybody else going to you for help and protection, they're going to come to you too. Right? This is what happened. And then now in my head, I'm seeing them crying. Now, part of me was vexed because earlier in the day, I was trying to do a lesson and they kept coming in my room without knocking, kept making noise and shit. So now I'm vexed, but now they're coming to me for help. They didn't go to my other male cousin. They didn't go to their mom who was there. They didn't go to the older female cousin who was there. They didn't go to their grandma who was there. They came to me. But now I'm fucking with them because I'm in a position of power. They're coming to me for help. But before, they wouldn't listen to what I was saying. They was being like mad out of order. So now I'm telling them, nah, go away. I'm not protecting you. You was out of order. You wouldn't listen to me earlier. You wouldn't do what I said before. Now you want to come to me for help? Go away. Like, even though I knew there was no threat, I still was like, hey, go away. A person in the world not knowing, what times we're coming into, they would have been like, oh, it's okay. Don't cry. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be all right. I'll protect you. Nah. If you're going to be out of order, I'm not going to deal with that shit, man. I don't care who you are. So, and this is how easy Isaiah 4:1 can come to fruition, man. But hey, a lot of our people, a lot of our women, a lot of our men too, especially, they gotta learn the hard way, man. They gotta learn the error of their ways, man. Micah 7:9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Right. When shit hits the fan, when we're going through trials and tribulation in our lives, we understand that it's all the will of the Lord. So we bear the indignation because we have sinned against him in our lives and in our past lives, man. But, people in the world don't understand that. They just want to be coddled and comforted, man. They just want everything to be easy. But nothing that is worth having is going to come easily, man. Not the woman you want. Not the career you want. Nothing in this truth comes easy, man. So, you got to work for it. Not the body you want. If you want a nice body, it's going to take work. And then if you have one, the work doesn't stop. It still takes work to maintain it, man. All right? So everything that you have easily is really not worth it. Or it's cheap. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. And this is what we're hoping and praying for, man. We're hoping and praying for it to be part of that number that receives salvation, and for when the shit hits the fan, which it will hit the fan soon. When shit hits the fan, that we're delivered. Whether it be by divine intervention, whether it be by spiritual powers, which in a way, spiritual powers is divine intervention, right? Because the enemy's going to come in like a flood. So we're going to need spiritual powers to push a flood back. All right? Verse 10, Micah 7:10, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her now. Now, my eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And that word mire is basically shit, man. That's the spirit. I thought that was the mire I was looking at. It was just dead grass. But nonetheless, this is the times that we're coming into, right? The woman that scoffed, that wouldn't listen, that didn't take heed to what we were saying, when shit hits the fan, watch how quickly they come around and start looking for protection, all right? Because all hell's gonna break loose. And the only form of protection a woman has in the world is really a man, right? Well, if a woman takes self-defense classes, she's gonna go to a man to teach her how to defend herself. If a woman buys a gun and needs help shooting it, she's going to go to a man to train her to help her shoot it. Or the gun was invented by a man. So she's still relying on a man at the end of the day. Now, it's spiritual how these two girls, they came to me before anybody, because they subconsciously they understand. Like, you know, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. Hey, this is a man, the Lord. The Lord is with this man. The Lord willing, man. The Lord's with this man. You know, I'm going to go to him for help, man. Because that's the closest way a woman can get to the Lord is by a man, right? Because the Lord ain't dealing with women. The Lord is not dealing with women, man. So he set up the order of things for it to be the Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, then the child, man. All right? In a way, shit, the Lord's not even dealing with us because we have a mediator. Yahweh Shai is our mediator. So we have to go through Yahweh Shai to get to the Lord, man. But the Lord is dealing with the men. All right? But nonetheless, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles and the great Muslim that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, we'll say Shalom and Abad Rabal.